Good evening, everyone. This is Will, K-Mac Vintage. This is part two of the Randon SE30 board. It's the same night as I shot part one. I have Justin Stream playing there to help him get some watch hours, and I just muted it. That's it. But I'm just continuing to work on this board, and I'm really doing some good work, and I don't want y'all to be left in the dark. So let's go to my camera view here. What I'm doing right now is I am soldering on the CPU socket. So let me give you all a little better focus there. Okay, I'll turn over the board shortly once I'm done with this one, and then you can see what all I've done. I haven't done that much sockets. I've only done 4 sockets on the other side so far. Right now I'm working in the height of things, so the CPU socket has to go in now because it's a pretty low item. Sorry if you're not in view. Oh, yeah, you don't see that one. You see this row? Not yet. Okay. This is just the boring process of just soldering every little pin. But it's just something that has to get done. Too much solder on my tip. That's why you see that bridging happening. Okay. CPU socket is fully soldered. So let's see what I've already done. I put on the caps, the tantalum caps. I finished all the PLCC chips. All chips are finished. I put on this one crystal. I put on back here the fuse, the um, diode, and another fuse. Over here on the side, there's another fuse right there. I put on the little diodes and transistors. So one there, there's 2 up here by the battery connection. There's 2. Then over here too, there's 2 more by the voltage inverter. So I put in the sockets for the Sony sound chip. I put in the 2 for the video RAM, and I put in 2 so far for the resistor packs on the back. So I guess we can continue to put in more. Let's do the one that is 4 for the RTC chip. There. Now you see, this is why I do the things by height. So then now um, it's automatically level. If I did something, oh, I forgot, I need to solder the back side of these 2 of that crystal. I put in that crystal too. That's the one by the RTC chip. And since we're here, let me give that a little snip. Okay. Let's put in these 4 socket for the choke. I don't really need to do one for it, but I like doing it. Now here I am going to lift it. I am going to heat it up again and push it in to make sure it's in good. Because I'm a little bit at an angle here. And that's really basic because of other stuff that's on my bench that the board is sitting on. Okay. Those are in. Now we can do, let's do this other one here in the back for this resistor pack. Here we are right here. Yes, I do have audio recording. Let me make sure. Yeah, I do see it. Okay, and we're in good focus. Let me give it a little push to make sure it's in good. Okay, that's good. What I mean by that is that I just put some solder on just to hold it. Then I can lift the board up a little bit, put my finger on the other side, and put pressure on the socket and remelt this, and it will push it in more. And I keep on holding my finger there. Well, I remove the soldering iron, but then I keep on holding my finger there till the solder cools down and becomes solid. I know that the socket is sitting flush on the board. Okay. So now we got the 5 sockets. All that's left on sockets are the 5 sockets for the video PAL chips and the video ROM. So, and these I do 2 at a time. And you know what? Let's do the one that's by itself first. As this one right here. You see how that's not sitting, that's sitting so deep down, so I'll solder it, then I'll lift the board, I'll reheat it and push the socket in, and now it's level. Now you see that? And I'm going to do one down at the bottom corner also, the same thing, just to make sure the socket's sitting flat. And tomorrow morning I'm going to be out for a while, from like 7 o'clock till like 1. So I'm trying to get this board done. Okay, that's the one that's by itself. Okay, so here too, I'm just gonna solder one of each. And you know what? I know I haven't finished soldering those first 2, but I'm gonna go ahead and get these other 2 in. I got 1 in. get this other one in. That way then I can just solder all four at the same time. I don't have to flip over and over. Okay, so now we can just hit all these quick. Getting there, getting there, getting there. Okay, so we have, I think we got all the sockets in now. Excel, no, I need to get the one for the video ROM. And let me pull that out. That is this one. I think it's this one. Yes. Okay, that's the last socket we gotta solder in. There we are. Okay. I hear rain outside. Wow. I do have Joachim's last board that is in the garage drying. So I need to test that one, make sure it's good before I wrap it up. Okay. All my sockets are in. Now let's see what do we go do. I don't need them to test it yet, but I guess we can go ahead and do the floppy connector and the SCSI connector. Most of the stuff now to come in is all going to be through hole work. This is the floppy. Nice, so we're getting some rain. For some reason, I'm not sleepy yet. The doctor told me the medicine they gave me would somewhat make me drowsy, but Now, what you just saw me do there was, instead of cleaning my tip in the wool bin, I just let the solder transfer to a pin. I'll show you what that is again. It happens when I get too much solder on my tip. Okay, like right now, I'm not gonna add solder. I'm just gonna put this here and you'll see a transfer. So every now and then you'll see me do that. It's to clear so that my tip doesn't get clogged up. Okay, I probably have a lot on it. You see, I'm really gonna hold it there, see if it transfers. No, because that's a ground. You hear it well. No, that was a ground also. Ground. Okay, so floppy connector and SCSI connector are also on. Let's add the speaker connector. We can put that in now. That's a simple little thing right there. Okay. We can add the power connector. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that in. No, I don't want to put that in yet. It's gonna be too high. I want to put in the SCSI, the external SCSI and floppy. These I took from another board, a previous board. So this is this connector here. This is the DB25 for the SCSI. It's not rain outside. Wow. This is the DB19. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, now I can do the power. Again, it's done because of actually height. I'm gonna get one in the middle here, because then I can balance it and make sure I get that center good. Okay, that's in. Um, let's see if we can do a ADB connector. I see that's not gonna move anymore now. I already anchored it. Okay. Let me see. Maybe we can put the other one on too. Where is it? Am I missing one? Seem to be missing one. Hmm. Oh yeah, that's still on the board because it has the railing holding it. Anyway, okay, well let's do some of the cereal. See if we can get both of those in. Yep. Alright, let's. Okay, that's not going nowhere. Let's get this other one in place. Okay, they're not going nowhere. Now I can turn this so you can see better. See that? Okay, let's get this one in. one. Okay. Let me inspect this sound and see. Hopefully it didn't melt. Yeah, it melted. You see. Can't use this one, so I'll have to take a new one out. I don't have it out right now, but okay. I got this one choke I need to put in over here. Where is it? There it is. All right, again here too, I'm just gonna solder one leg, then I'm gonna lift it and push and make sure it's nice and straight. All right, that's in. The two capacitors. This one is the 470. Stop raining outside now. All right, so let's solder in these gaps. One right here. Oh yeah, I love doing these SC30 boards. Classics I like too. They're a bit smaller board, a bit easier, quicker. But they got the memory chips you need to solder on. But this has all the 8 SIMs and the PDS and the CPU socket, so many things. All right, what do I need? Switches I'm not putting on yet. Well, I could, but no. All right, where the ROM socket? I need a ROM socket and I need 4 SIMs. But before that, let's do the 15 ferrite beads, and with that, I'll use solder paste. So let's put on some solder paste where these gotta go. And let's take some of them and put them there. The good thing was that I already took them off the board. Three, four, there's 15 of them, so. See, so with the solder paste, I'm gonna turn on the air a bit more. You see how quick this will go. Okay. So that's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, and after that, there's only 5 left. Alright, let's see. Where do you go? One goes here. Three, 4, 5. With the other 4 is 9. 10. Okay, so let's put on some air. Okay. We got 5 more to go. So 1 is right here. L11. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's L1 through L15. So where we put them is right here. Okay, you see this is L15. That means then that we should have one right here. 2, 3, 4. Where are you? Right here. Alright, okay. Okay, that's that. Give them a few seconds here. I think I want to try to straighten some of these up. I don't like the solder balls though. I okay. I don't think I have any more to use the hot air for, so let's put that away. Mm. See about. Oh, let me switch cameras here. All right. Let's see if we can get some of these chips put in. This is the CPU. Radio RAM. Some of these I may have to run through my chip straightener. This is the RTC. Let's see if we can get that into socket. Yep. This is the choke. It goes back here. These are the video RAM. I gotta straighten them up. But of course, there's no chip straightener for these. These are odd size, so let's do the Okay. Okay, these are the two Sony chips. Ugh. Ugh, that's what I need to bring here to the scope. Because the legs are very crooked. Because remember that a straightener will only straighten them one direction, in or out, meaning away from the chip on the side or under it. It won't fix it left and right. Don't like how that's in there. That's better. Alright, let's go straighten up these two. Let's go back to the scope so you can see what I do. Okay. So we see it like this, we see these very bent, so I'm just gonna that chip's pretty good. Because these have to go into a machined socket. Here, these two. Not that much room for movement with sockets like that. Okay. Now what I have left are the video ones, so I'll take those off the board. Do it the same position. These are very critical that they go back in the right slots, the right order. I haven't even taken the switches off yet. That's why I didn't see them for me to put on. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to use this video ROM. This is one of my programmed one. Let's take the one off of the original board. Okay. Let's get a ROM socket and 4 SIM RAM and put those on. This one I only have 3 left. Okay, I have all my sockets here. Those are the RAM. See, I use brand new sockets. Yes, I was able to buy a buttload of them. Yes, I know I'm still missing some things, but let's see if there's anything else that I'm missing. PDS slot is here, but I don't need that to power up. So all I need is the RAM, well, the ROM and 4 RAM. So let's go solder that. This is the ROM that we're gonna solder now. Know how close we are to testing this board. I think we'll have success with it. I think it will work right out the gate. Yes, all the chips are soldered on good. The only thing that could be bad is the PAL for the video, but if so, then I'll reprogram them as gals and they'll work. One of the things with this board from Bowl, you can choose what type of ROM, if you want PLCC sockets on the board itself or SIM. And at first I liked that because I was like, oh cool, I can program my ROM and put them in there. But then I never got it to work. I don't know why. I could never get the the ROM and PLCC to work. So I did the next thing. I brought back the ROM sim programmer. So if you're wanting to do your own ROMs, you can buy a ROM sim programmer from our store at kmacvintage.com. And with that, you can then create your own ROMs. Why is this giving me trouble? Okay. Last one I'm going to put in for now. The other four I don't need in there yet. I don't need it in there for me to test, so let's just say it that way. Justin still hasn't finished his stream. He's still going on. Alright, so now let's solder all of these. It's 30 pins per socket, 30, 60, 90, 120 pins I gotta solder. Okay. For the last 60 pins. Jake sent me an SC30 also, and that one was a fun one. I had to replace all the RAM and ROM sockets to metal clip ones because it was all busted up. And a broken botch wire too, but I fixed that, so that board is working now. Last 28, because I already did 2 on it. Okay, guess what, folks? Testing time. But I need to move this chassis off of here because it's not the right one. Okay, so I don't need this. So I'm not charging my phone right now. Let's get this chassis down. I need this power cord. This chassis is for a classic. SC30 back up here. Okay. Plug in speaker. Plug in Macometer. Macometer also available on our website. macvintage.com. Blue SCSI external power. Okay, now I need some RAM and ROM. RAM, sorry, ROM. Blink RAM, also available from our website. ROMs are also available in 4 and 8 megabytes. They come with our custom boot image and uses the Big Mesa wire under license base ROM. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. I don't have audio, but I have all blinking. I have picture, but it's kind of funky. I have artifacts, so I might have bad RAM, might have bad video RAM. But it's kind of a pattern. It's booting, but I have loads of artifacts. So let's see what it is. Maybe a pin did not go in right. Let's take this back to the scope and take a look and see. So we are very close. So all I want to check are some of these pins. Good. Did anything get hot? What about a ROM? Where are you? I'm trying to see if I missed any solder point. No? The ROM, did I miss any there? No. The ROM here. Nothing missed. Let's check out the CPU. Okay. Let's check RAM itself. No, so everything is soldered. Let's check on these Sony chips. In focus there? Yeah, you're good enough. Trying to see if I may have any bridge here. Everything went in good. Let's give it a shot again. I may have to finish it up tomorrow because I'm tired. I had my dentist today and everything, so yeah. I don't know why I didn't get any sound. No, just for fun. See, maybe the ROM is. Let's put in this other ROM. No audio. Yeah, I get artifacts. What I mean by artifacts is this. See on the screen? It seems to follow a set pattern. Okay. So, you know what? We know it's not video ROM. So let's switch that back. I have new video RAM chips. I just need to find them in here. Not that one, not that. Here, video RAM. Let's try some new video RAM and see. Maybe that's all it is. Oh God, did I bury it? 30 video RAM. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I'll tell you if artifacts are gone or not. It pops up when the cursor pops up. Oh no, that's even worse. Okay, so maybe one of these pals or gals is bad. Okay, so, or it could be could be any one of these chips here too. So, but I have my hunch on that 166. It's always the 166. So I know it's not the RAM. Okay, we can put this back. So what we're gonna do is I have a series of these pals right here. And we are gonna swap out one by one. So this one back here is, you know what? We're gonna swap them all out. This is 755. Or 755. 755. Okay. I do want to find out which one it is, if it's just all. So let's see if just switching that one did anything. Still don't have audio, but I'll figure that out later. That did it. No more artifacts. Wow. Beginner's luck. No artifacts. And it booting up nice and clean. So let's put this over there in the bad pile. Might not have been bad. Might have just not been sitting good in the socket. I'll try it again, but it is booting up right now nice and clean. I have the mouse. I want to check the mouse and see. So see if maybe the volume is down or off or something, and that's what's causing it not to chime. OS is up. Control panel, sound. No sound. So what could it be? Or could my speaker be bad? Could the speaker be bad? An hour and 9 minutes. Oh, I know why. I know why the sound's not working. I don't have the jack on, and you need the jack on for the sound to be transferred. Oh my God, what a stupid person I am to think forget that. Let's go put that jack on there. Let's go put that jack on there. I gotta take everything back out of here again. Maybe not. I'll just dig down here and see if I can find it. There they are. No jack. You don't get audio because it goes through it. See that, folks? This machine works. Randon, you are one lucky person because your machine worked right out the gate. Just some stupidity of mine. You gotta get up to temp. Cause I already turned off my soldering iron. I was like, I'm done. The sound goes into the jack first, and inside the jack there's a switch when the headphones are plugged in. The switch pushes up the pin, then does not allow the sound to go on to the external speaker. Okay, so bet you now we have sound. But I want to switch this chip back and see. Maybe that just was not seated good. Are we gonna have sound? Plug in the keyboard. Sound. There we go. We have sound. Voltages are good. 12.6, 4.93. Any artifacts coming up? Slightly. It blinks and then goes away. So I do think that chip is starting to get problems. And if that's the case, they may show up later, or they may show up. Yeah, you see, artifacts showed up. So yeah, I think this chip is bad. So we will junk this one. Bye bye. Put this one back in. And listen. Uh-huh. No artifacts right now. Cursor came up, no artifacts. Go, no artifacts. Nothing. Nice and crisp. Randon. Hooray. So a few things to finish up on this board tomorrow. Here we are. 16 megs. I don't see no artifacts dancing around. A lot of times when you move this, they may show up. Nice and clean. Very nice and crisp. So I'll let this run a test. I'll put down the camera because my hand's getting tired of holding it. I'm soon gonna have video capture for all of this, so it will be good. Let me send that picture that I just took to someone. Okay, Snooper's running. It already did the memory test. It's doing PRAM now. It's passing. Memory test passed. It did not beep saying negative. That's done. RTC. Let's see if that passes. RTC has to be working or else it would not have booted up. The way that communicates with the actually via one chip via one or via one, whatever you want to call it. Um, that passes. SCSI passed. Print and modem is not doing. Is doing CPU tests now. So Randon, your board is done. Your board works. Well, I still got a few more things to do. I gotta put on the other ADB. I gotta put on the back railing, the two switches, the PDS, and the 4 RAM. Then your board is done. Another success story. ADB being tested, it passed. FPU will be next. Uh, it, there's no video RAM test for it to do, accelerator and SCSI board, so those will not happen. FPU passes, and I was going back to memory. Okay, so Snooper, we're done with you. Control, oh, I got a control panel. I'm gonna go back to sound. Uh, sound. The sound sounds very low though. I don't know why it sounds so low on this one. The right caps are all in the right places. I'll have to look at the schematics to actually see. But anyway, um, I'm happy with this board. Look at my hair, I'm messy. Justin is still streaming, but I'm gonna end that. I'm gonna say goodbye to him. Let me give him the like and go away. All right. All right. So folks, thank you for watching. I hope this was okay. You saw me do a board in just one day, about 5 hours. So overall, it's a pretty good process. Um, I'm glad it worked right out the gate. Just two minor little things. One was my own stupidity. The other one was a bad chip, but we fixed that. Um, it looks very nice and crisp. I'm gonna shut it down, and we are done. We are wrapping this one up because I'm going to bed. I'm tired. So if you like the video, thumbs up for me, please. You can find me here on YouTube. You can leave a comment if you would like on the video. Please tell others about the channel. KMac Vintage. Website is kmacvintage.com. It'll take you to my coffee site, which there you can read about what's going on, and you can see the store. A lot of nice things in there. Um, some are low right now on stock, but they are going to be made again. So then you can find me on X, aka Twitter, um, KMac Vintage, and on Blue Sky, KMac Vintage. So hit me up on any of those. Email is also kmacvintage at the Google Mail system. Y'all know what that is. So anyway, thank you for watching, and y'all have a great evening, morning, afternoon, night, whichever one it is. Okay, thanks. Bye bye.